Oh, so in this video today, we're going to be going over number one, how to find your perfect booth model, what base to choose, and how to find the clothes. Number two, how to manually assemble the booth avatar. And number three, how to do it automated with Modular Avatar. I would recommend you watch it all the way through so you have all of the information. Some outfits that you purchase do not work with Modular Avatar, so you may need to learn how to do it manually before you can use the simple setup tool of Modular Avatar. So first things first, let's talk about how to find your perfect booth model. All right, so it's super simple. Just go to booth.pm/n/browse 3D% 20 characters. So it'll show you all of the 3D models that are currently available. They're sorted by popularity. So this is a general rule of thumb. The models that are at the top of the page usually have the most amount of outfits available. But some of the newer models that were just released are sort of lower down on the list, may have more outfits, hair, clothing, and accessories, but it's just general rule of thumb to follow in case you want the most options available. So as you can see, there are plenty to choose from. We have 11,775 different 3D models to pick from. So it's all up to you. Keep in mind, we will be changing the hair color, eye color, outfits, everything. So when you're looking for a booth model, I would choose it based on height, sort of things that you can't change easily in Unity. So for example, Rusk here, they're very, very short. Celestia and Mo are a little bit taller. Um, and Manuka is sort of in the middle. Um, that's the model that I use, and that's the model we're going to be using for our example today. Manuka is a very popular model. The creator of Rindo and Celestia made her. So let's go from there. So once you've picked your 3D model, go ahead and click on it. You can add it to your cart, purchase it that way. And then in order to find clothing, some people get a little bit confused on this. If you speak any language other than Japanese, Google Translate is going to be your best friend. So you're always going to want to right click, depending on if you're using Chrome or Opera. I'm sure it's a little bit different. You can translate to English and see the details here. Most booth models are going to use the shader called LilyToon. If you're not familiar, it's a very common, easy to use shader. Western models like to use Poyomi, and Eastern models like to use LilyToon. It's a general rule of thumb. Sometimes they'll use Unity Chan or also crystal shaders for certain jewelry and accessories and things like that, but LilyToon is going to be your best bet with these. And in order to find outfits, we need to find everything that fits our base model. So I like to scroll down and look for the 3D clothing tag you see here, 3D clothing. So now that we can view all of the 3D clothing, we need to find out what fits Manuka, which is our base model. So it looks like that's Manuka right there. That's also her. Looks like this is compatible with her. Let's just start with the top one here. Again, Google Translate is going to be your best friend. We'll look down in the tags here. Here we go. This is it. Sometimes there is more than one tag, whether it's in Korean or whether it's in English or whether it's in Japanese. When you translate it to English, I would go with the one that has the most results. If you really want to do some digging and search for all of the outfits, you can open up both and see which ones you like, but a lot of them are repeats and things like that. So um, today it looks like I'm going to be picking out this fairy twin hair. This shows everything that fits Manuka. Or your base model. You can do it with any avatar, whether that's Kikyo, Celestia, Rindo, Chiffon, any of those. It'll show you everything that fits that avatar. Things like, for example, this hat I'm wearing, or like, a pin that goes on your shirt. That's not going to be avatar specific. So you can go ahead and search accessories on your own time to find little things like that. But for things like hair, clothing, um, you're definitely going to want to search it with the tag of your base model. So we'll go with this fairy twin here. And we'll also go with this Phantom Venus outfit here, 'cause I think they're both cute. So here's the fairy twin hair. We're going to add that to the cart, download it. Here's the Phantom Venus outfit here. I'm going to add that to the cart and download it. Then I also don't want to use Manuka's default ears and tail. I would like to use these ears instead, just because I think they look very unique and pretty. If you're looking for things like eye textures, skin textures, makeup, tattoos, things like that, I think it's very helpful to see here. We're on the Manuka tag. Yep, we're on our base model tag, everything that fits Manuka. I like to sort it by price, low to high. That way you can find things like free eye textures. Um, Sometimes there's even free clothing like this dress here, these earrings, free makeup, or, things that are 100 yen, which is like 60 cents. You can find different nail textures, earrings. Like these are really pretty and they're only 100 yen, you know? So that's why I like to sort everything tagged your base model, Manuka, low to high, so you can find cheap or free textures and things like that to make your avatar super unique. Now that we purchased all of our assets, let's go ahead and jump into Unity and get started. Right, so we're going to go ahead and create project. Make sure the avatar is a Unity 2022 project. I'll make another video about how to set up Unity and upload your first avatar and things like that, but by now you should already know how to do that. If you have questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out. But we're going to go ahead and start a new project. So we'll just do booth, upload, custom, create the project. Now, this is where you're going to want to add Modular Avatar. So let me show you Modular Avatar. It is a plugin. I'll have it linked below as well. It makes setting up outfits so much more simple. I'm going to show you the way to manually do it first, like I said, but this is the most simple and easy way to do it. Modular Avatar, you're going to want to download it. Then installation, add Modular Avatar to VCC, open up your Creator Companion, and it should do that along with the automated process. So when you're opening your project, especially with booth models, make sure you go ahead and scroll down and add Modular Avatar. And of course, gesture manager or audio link or anything else you want to add at this point, add that. We'll only be using Modular Avatar at this time, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. Once it is added from the repository, we can go ahead and open the project. Let's do that. So we have our Unity project all set up. Next thing we're going to need to do is insert the shaders into the scene. So find wherever you saved it on your computer. Let's see here, LilyTune 1.7.3, that's the newest version. I would keep checking to see if there's newer versions available, but that's the newest version available as of the recording of this video. So first, import the shaders. And then you're going to want to go ahead and import your model. So base model Manuka. Let's go ahead and get her into the scene. Just drag and drop. Perfect. All right, I like to do this before I import anything else, like the hair, accessories, outfits. I like to prepare the base model to be completely customized. So let's go ahead and open up the prefab. First things first, we need to reset its position in the scene to the 0 point on the X, Y, and Z coordinates. So we'll go ahead and go to transform and then reset. So it's directly in the center. Now we don't want any of this that's on this model here. We don't want the hair, we don't want the ears, we don't want the tail, we don't want the outfit. We want it to be completely custom to our own. So first things first, you're going to want to turn the prefab gray instead of blue. So unpack the prefab completely. And then we're just going to go through and delete everything we don't need. We're going to want to keep the body and the head, and that's about it. So I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward while I delete everything that we don't need on the model. Now, as you can see here, looks like the blend shape of the stocking was on. So that deletes certain parts of the body for clipping. So say if she was wearing like a hoodie with long sleeves, I would delete the shoulders, the upper arms, things like that for optimization and also to prevent clipping. So let's go ahead and go in the blend shapes here. Just put her legs back, move the stocking blend shape to normal. All right, so there we go. It looks like everything is removed from the model, but these things are not showing, so we're going to check the box in the inspector to turn them on. Now, I usually delete these if 9 times out of 10 I delete the underwear parts because the clothing likely would cover them, but some skirts don't come with anything underneath, so I would maybe save the bottoms if you want a skirt or a dress that doesn't come with anything underneath. But in our case, it does come with shorts underneath of this hoodie, so we don't need these. I'm also going to delete them. Now it looks like everything's deleted off the model, but all of the bones from the clothing are still in there. They're invisible because there's no mesh associated with them anymore. So let's go ahead and do a little scavenger hunt and see how many bones we can delete to make it as optimized as possible. So armature, look at all these bones hiding here. Looks like we have some hair bones, skirt bones, the tail bone. Let's go ahead and find those in the armature of the model and delete them. So the apron is gone. We can delete everything having to do with the apron. The tail is gone. We can delete the tail collider and the tail bone. Go into the spine here. Again, apron. We don't need that. Let's go into the chest. The nameplate, we don't need that. The tie, we don't need that. All of the hair bones, we don't need that. We're gonna want to keep these things though. The cheek root, the tongue, or the tang, but it means tongue. The little animation on the head, we want to keep those in there. It's just the clothing and hair bones that we want to delete. Now is that it? Let's click on the armature and see. Okay, I'm seeing some bones for the shirt sleeves and some bones on the legs here. So let's go ahead and get those deleted. I bet we could find those in the shoulder, upper arm. Yep, there we go, the shirt root. Shoulder right, upper arm, shirt root, delete that. And we have these down on the legs, so let's go ahead and look inside the legs. Yep, the pant ribbon bone, we'll delete that. And the other pant ribbon bone, let's delete that too. Perfect, I think she is good to go. We can go ahead and get some clothes on her and some new hair and have her be a custom booth model. So let's import those into the scene. Got the Phantom Venus. Always going to want them to be the Unity package file. That was the dress. Let's get the hair and the ears in there. All right, looks like we have everything. Let's go ahead and put the prefab into the scene. We need to make sure it's for Manuka, so let's go ahead and do that. I just throw it anywhere and then make sure we transform it to 0 on the X, Y, and Z axis. There we go, perfect. Cute. Okay, and then let's get the hair into the scene too. Let's see, find the correct one for our base. Drag that in. All right, perfect. Looking great. Now, I really don't like these horns. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is delete them. Just because I like the little angel halo and wings better. Here is the Phantom Venus. We're gonna do the same thing, prefab, unpack completely. Find the horns in the armature. Just delete those. Perfect. Now, you're probably asking, what if I don't like it pink like this? What if I want it like black or green? Or what if I want purple hair or anything like that? Well, it's super simple. We'll start with the hair. Usually there's a bunch of default hair textures in different colors that you can choose from. I'll go ahead and show you. So we'll go ahead to materials, hair, and look at all these cute different colors that you can pick from. Like this gradient pink I think is cute. You just drag and drop it onto the different parts of the hair until it's all done. Also though, say you wanted this to be pink fading into blue, you can go ahead and click on the hair itself, open it up, go to main color, open this up, and you can take this into Photoshop and actually put hair streaks in like I've done with the model I'm wearing currently. You can customize it however you would like in Photoshop. Say you want like rainbow strips, it's all up to you. It's all up to your creative vision. For now, I'm just gonna go with the default textures that she has, but the sky's the limit when it comes to customization on that front. It's just you can find the material texture in the material. You can find the texture inside of the material. So let's go ahead and change your hair color. I think I'm going to do a blue and black theme with this one. So let's go to materials, hair, do blue and black. Perfect. That's super cute. I love it. And then I want to change these hair bow colors too. Let's go to material, ribbons. We'll make them blue. There we go. And then what about the outfit? So we'll go ahead and go to the outfit. And just find the blue and black and click and drag. Perfect. I think it's colored exactly how we would like. And then I'm going to show you how to merge the armature of the outfit into the armature of the body. So we're going to do it manually first. So what we're going to want to do is put first the Phantom Venus outfit into our base model, and then it's a matching game. It's drag and drop things that match, and things that don't match, you're keeping them where they are. That way each bone of the outfit corresponds with the bone of the model itself, and it will function properly. So let's see, we have armature. Once we drag the outfit into the base model, we match everything inside of this armature folder here. So drag the armature to the armature, the hips to the hips. We're going to do butt L into butt L, and then butt L end into butt L end. So it'll be like ascending and then descending. We can close that one. We're not working on it anymore. Let's do butt R. Put butt R end in butt R end. Perfect. What else do we have here? It looks like all of these shirt parts are in the hip bone. So since there's nothing to match up here, we don't need to touch these. These actually go inside of the hips. It looks like the next thing on the list here that matches is the spine though. So we're going to put the spine into the spine bone, put the chest in the chest, breast L into the breast L, L.001 into 001, 001 end into 001 end. So it's ascending, descending like this. All right, same with the R. It's R. Perfect. And then neck goes into the neck, head into the head. You notice we skipped choker there because the choker stays in the neck. That's where the bone is. And then it looks like these head bones are completely fine. There's nothing that matches here. All right, now for the arms. So let's see here. The shoulder of the outfit is right here. So drag that into the shoulder L, to the upper arm into the upper arm, lower arm in lower arm, and hand into hand. All right, then we'll go ahead and do the shoulder R, upper arm into the upper arm, lower arm into the lower arm, and the hand into the hand. Perfect. And then now it's going to be the legs, I'm assuming. Yep, looks like the next thing that matches here is the upper leg. Match it to the upper leg. Lower leg into the lower leg. Looks like the socks are in the lower leg, but the foot matches, so foot in the foot, toe in the toe. Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and do the right leg. Upper leg inside upper leg, lower leg in lower leg, foot in the foot, toe in the toe. Perfect. Oh, I'm seeing that we forgot to remove a shoe ribbon from the original model, so let's just delete that. We don't need that for anything. Perfect. Okay, then we should be good. It is all attached. Everything is matched from the outfit armature into the armature of the model itself. You've done it. I'll show you now that it's all attached. We can move her around and it's stuck to the model. Perfect. Now we need to worry about the hair. Let's do the hair now. So hairs are going to be a little bit different because they don't have the whole setup of the armature because it doesn't go anywhere but the head bone. Super simple. Left click, prefab, unpack completely. Put it inside your base model. Armature in the armature of the base model. And then just put it right in the head. So I'm guessing, yep, that's a neck. Just drag it right up to the head. So it's in there. Perfect. So the hair should be attached too. Perfect. And then we're going to go ahead and add those cat ears as well. Oops. Always making sure we're resetting everything to the X and Y axis. So with these ears, they're not made for any specific model. So we're going to have to do a little bit of adjusting in Unity. I would hit the Y key on your keyboard so you have the ability to rotate it, move it up and down, things like that. I don't want to rotate it forward. Now, I think these bottom ears are cute, but I don't think they're going to work on this hairstyle. So I'm just going to delete the lower ears. And then in the fizz bones, we'll delete the fizz bones of the lower ears too. So we're saving on space. And then they have what's called blend shapes, just like we saw when we deleted the tight blend shapes for the tights. We can move these ears however we'd like. I tilt them forward a little bit. Kind of just adjust them until we think they look cute. Perfect. Again, they're white, so they don't exactly match. Let's go ahead and put a new texture on them. Just adjust them so they don't clip as much with the little hair bows. Now we can also adjust the um, hair as well so it doesn't clip as much. Perfect. I think she's good to go. So same thing with the hair bones. We simply just put them inside of the head bone. So again, prefab, unpack completely, drag it into your base model, drag the armature inside the armature, and then the head inside the head. So I'll put it in the head bone here. Perfect. Let's just double check here. It is attached. Amazing. All right, and then one final thing I wanted to show you guys was there were blend shapes on the ears to adjust them and the hair. There's also blend shapes on the face. So what I usually like to do is make these booth models as custom as possible by adjusting the eye shape and the face shape, nose placement, things like that. So you kind of stand out and don't look so default. I'll color the lashes dark to change the face makeup and eye texture. Scroll all the way down, find that face material. Here it is. Download that. So go to Save As, save that to your desktop or wherever. And then you can go ahead and download an eye texture like we did on Booth earlier. So we downloaded the Nebula eye texture. So in Photoshop, you open this up, add a layer, and then add, I think she would look cute with blue eyes, it would match. We would add this on top of this as a transparent image, or your makeup, or your tattoos, or whichever texture you're putting on top of it. You can also get really detailed and draw by hand. So say if you wanted pink eyelashes, you can go in and change the color of the eyelashes here. Every model, these are going to be a little bit different, so keep that in mind as well. We're not going to be doing that right now, but if you have Photoshop or Pixlr or GIMP or any photo editing program, that will work perfectly. We'll just keep her with her default eyes for now. But I'm going to go through some of these blend shapes real quick and do a kind of a speed run and change the shape of her face and make her look super unique. And there we have it. She looks completely unique to what she did before, just by adjusting a couple of the blend shapes. You can mess with that for hours if you wanted to, but I think she's about ready to upload. All right, now I'm going to show you Modular Avatar. It works like absolute magic. It cuts down on time, and it's essentially the perfect tool for setting up new clothes on a booth model. Like I said before, it doesn't work with all outfits, so this is why I wanted to teach you how to do it manually first, because you might run into an issue and you might not be sure what to do. But let's go ahead and just delete the outfits. Let's delete the outfit that we already have on. So the Phantom Venus, we can just go ahead and delete it. We'll go ahead and delete the accessories too. All right, well, with the hair and the ears, you're always going to want to put it in manually in the head bone because that's where they live. There's going to be no armature associated with it, so sometimes Modular Avatar will get confused. But with the outfit, it's super easy. Just go to the outfit, prefab. Let's do the Manuka. We won't go through and color it black and blue again because you already know how to do that. The only thing you need to do before you recolor or anything is drag it into the base model, left click, and then do Modular Avatar, Setup Outfit. Boom, you're done. You don't have to merge every bone manually one by one like we did before. As you can see, everything is working properly. Inside the Phantom Venus dress, we have the modular avatar script. So it is already attached and good to go. I mean, it just saved you so much time. Like I said, it doesn't work for everything, but it is pretty magical if you do want to try modular avatar as a add-on to your VCC. Highly recommended. Like I said, links are in the description too for modular avatar and make the project that much simpler. So we're going to go back into VR chat and I will show you the final products. Well, I'm going to go ahead and import her into VR chat and I will be right back with you. And there you have it. She's all ready. All the bones are functioning properly. She's a custom booth model that we just made in under an hour. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Share this with a friend who may be struggling creating their own custom booth model.